loves, what's up, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading, and this one's all about what you guys need to hear right now. Before we get into this, I do want to quickly mention we came out with some new bracelets, so definitely if you guys are interested in these cute asymmetrical bracelets, go check them out. They're online right now. I just launched them, so go check them out if you guys are interested in those. They offer a beautiful crystal healing. So with that being said, let's talk about this tarot card reading. So this one's all about what you guys need to know right now. If you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work. So over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you guys can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, baby. Then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading all about what you guys need to hear right now. If you guys like to choose with crystals on the cards, we're going to be popping some crystals on there in just a moment. I also want to add a little disclaimer that you guys are not bound by whatever you hear in today's video, okay? You have free will. You have so much magic, my love, and you can change anything at any time. Tarot cards are just a beautiful tool of looking into your current energy and what you're currently manifesting. So with that being said, you are not bound by this and you can change anything at any time, okay? And if you guys like to choose with crystals, let's go ahead and pop some crystals on these cards. All right, my loves, if you guys like to choose with crystals, here are our crystal options. Over here we have some girasol or moon quartz right here. Then over here we have some tanzanite aura quartz. Then we have some spirit aura quartz. Then over here we have an agate geode. And then over here we have some angel aura quartz. So again, take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can then scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card. And then you guys can skip ahead and watch your personal reading all about what you guys need to hear right now. So with that being said, without further ado, let's hop right into it. All right, my love, if you guys chose pile number 1, then this is going to be your reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, group number 1. So here's what we have for you guys. We have the 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Moon, the Star, and the 6 of Wands. Also, I want to say that when I was laying out these cards, these two were actually kind of stuck together, and the Moon was on top of the King of Pentacles as I was pulling them out from the pile and like just laying them out over here. And I didn't know that this one was sitting underneath. So I think that this is going to be a message for you guys because that happened for a reason, obviously. So the Moon covering the King of Pentacles is somehow there's something around money or finances or something material that we are still seeking or looking for. We don't really understand how we're going to attain something that we're trying to get right now. So there might be, maybe you guys are stuck at a space in your career where you don't know how to expand from here on out and you're not really sure what that looks like, but you're looking for some sort of expansion in your money or material life, but you're unsure about how that's going to happen right now, okay? So I do think that that was a big message. So what you guys need to hear right now, this is like a whole thing. I'm seeing some stuff over here. The fact that we have the 10 of Cups right next to the 10 of Swords. These are two 10s right here. This talks about a new beginning. And I can see that you guys are kind of like maxed yourselves out is the idea that I'm kind of picking up, especially since we have the Moon covering the King of Pentacles over here. That you guys are currently kind of maxed out. You are maxed out on your time and all your responsibilities because the 10 of Cups right here says that your life all in all is pretty fulfilling. You kind of have, you know, you have all of your basic needs, right? But when the 10 of Swords is covering this, we feel drained, we feel maxed out. Maybe all of our responsibilities, even though they're good things, is kind of like, I don't really want to like take my time on that, or, you know, it's just like you have so many other things going on that it's hard to enjoy it because I think that you guys are kind of, you know, really overexpending yourselves. And so what needs to happen here is like, I think that you guys are trying to figure out how to expand beyond this, but it requires a brand new beginning. We have to close out an old chapter, okay? Like there's an old paradigm we need to let go of, an old version of ourselves that we need to let go of because it's time for a new beginning. You guys have explored your current self to the max, and now it's time to reinvent yourself. So what you guys need to know right now, what the tarot cards are telling you, what the universe is telling you, is that you do need to reinvent yourselves because right now, in your current capacity and how you've currently built your life, you have reached the peak of that section, okay? So now it's time to reinvent who you are, reinvent the picture of what your career might look like, right? That's why we have King of Pentacles here. Reinvent the way that you bring in money. This might be reinventing how you organize your time, right? Because time can also be a pentacle thing as well. right? Especially since we have that 10 of Swords right there, which is saying that you guys are really weighed down by something, okay? Or there's something that's like kind of bothering you, and it's stopping you from living your highest potential because your current state, you've maxed it, like I said. So it's time for a reset. It's time for a brand new beginning. Like, look at that number 9 in the moon, right? That number 9 numerologically, because the moon is the 18th major arcana. So this is saying that you have reached this stage where you don't know where to go because you've reached the end of a cycle. So you've currently accomplished all that you set out to accomplish a few years ago, and now you're kind of like stagnant again, and you're like, what is going on? I used to be like moving ahead so fast, and now it feels like I've stopped. And that is because it is time for a brand new beginning, my baby, my love. And then we have the star right here. So this is about taking a risk and taking a chance. We have the number 8 numerologically sitting down right here. So pile number 1, the answer, the solution to this is letting go of some things. We need to strip down some stuff. So some certain things that you're so used to doing that I think you know are, gosh, the word that I keep wanting to use is out of style, but that's not it at all. That has to deal with fashion. None of this has to deal with fashion. Maybe that's a message to one of you or something like that that's watching this, but like, there's things that we need to get rid of. And maybe that could be taken literally. Like, maybe you guys need to literally do a clean out of the closet, because maybe there's clutter that's also stressing you guys out. It's like you guys have built up so much and you've attained so much, and now you're really stressed out because you can't find anything in your own house, and it feels all cluttered and stuff, and the energy is just stagnant. You know, that's how it kind of feels in your life right now. It's like there's so much going on. There's so many things. We need to start stripping it away. The star talks about minimalism, okay? So maybe some of you guys are attracted to minimalism. Maybe some of you guys are attracted to literally getting rid of some certain things, habits, routines, obligations, responsibilities. There's certain things that you guys are so ready to let go of that you know you're so done with, okay? So what you guys need to know right now is the universe is urging you to do that. It is urging you to strip away the old, okay? We're currently maxed out. It's time to get rid of the old stuff to make room for the new you, so that you guys can have enough room to reinvent yourself, okay? And welcome in new pathways, because there's a new pathway coming in for you guys that's going to lead to more success. Because then the 6 of Wands right here, this talks about so much success, and this talks about being in balance and harmony once again, because the 6 is that balance and harmony. So your life is urging you to strip away the old so that you guys can return to balance and harmony, so that you guys can also reach more success, because there's a new pathway emerging for you, but it's not going to emerge as long as we are way too cluttered. You know what I mean? Like, we can't go down certain roads while carrying super heavy baggage. Like, it's like trying to, I don't know, take like a huge trailer. Like, imagine driving like a huge like RV or something through New York. It's just not gonna happen. You're gonna start taking out light posts and shit. You just can't do it. So if you guys are wanting to move ahead to a new path, you need to strip away the old so that you can actually see and find a new path. Because right now you got too much on your shoulders. There's too much baggage. You're not going to fit or even remotely see the paths in front of you that could be options, whilst you are still so deeply immersed into this current self that you've made, okay? So with that being said, let's get on some more cards over here, okay? So we have Cardinal. So Cardinal talks about new beginning, because cardinal signs in astrology are like the beginning signs. This is like Aries, this is like Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, for example, are cardinal signs. So, and literally says it right here. Actually, I didn't even need to use my brain power for that. It literally has the signs right there. Anyway, this talks about the beginning of something, because it's like the beginning of the seasons are all of these signs, right? So yes, the pioneering spirit, instigation, the beginning, right? Bravery, having enough bravery to just hop into this new life, right, my love? Then we also have Neptune. Ooh, baby, the fact that we have Neptune coming up. This is all about your dreams, your intuition, following your intuition, following your gut. Your gut's going to be guiding you so much. Your dreams are probably guiding you. Maybe you've been having dreams that are stressing you out, or maybe you guys have been having dreams about needing to let go of things, or even if just stressful dreams in general, right? Because the 10 of Swords. That's happening because we need to get rid of the stress in your life, baby. You've maxed out. You know, it's time to just let go of the maxing out so you can make room for the new, okay? So Neptune's all about dreams. What do you want to create next? This is a very positive card, okay, baby? What do you want to create next? What do you want, my love? Because now's the time where you can attain that, you can bring that in, but it's time to write down, like get a pen, get a notepad, even while you're listening to this, and then once you're done listening to this, use that pen and that notepad and write down what you would want your life to look like. Start daydreaming what would be so beautiful for you, right? And let's bring in that energy. And then I want you guys to go clean out your closets and stuff, or like clean out your life or clean out your schedule and start to make new habits and routines for yourselves, okay? Then we have Taurus coming up, so trust, patience, and sensuality. So this deals with material stuff again. So if you guys want to, okay, so there's a lot of material stuff going on. I would say that we also have to get rid of some material stuff and let go of material stuff is what I'm hugely picking up on so that we can have a new beginning. And I think that you guys also need to have more faith in your path and not be stressed out about your path. You can let go of some of your current life and still be abundant and bring in more in the future. And that'll actually allow you to bring in way more because we have that Six of Wands, which is confirming, yes, you will be very successful in this new path, baby. Okay? But you need to have enough courage and faith to go for it. Okay? So, with that being said, let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and take these cards right here. We're going to shuffle these. We're going to get some more info on this reading for you guys. So pile number one, what do you guys need to know right now? Protection. You are divinely protected. Safety. So if you guys have been feeling like scared to let go, like look at this, you guys are like locked onto your previous life. It's so hard. I think it's so hard for you guys to detach from it. I want you guys to know that you are safe. It is going to be okay to let go of some of the current things, some of the current responsibilities so that you guys can make room for a new path and create and have time to create a new path, okay? So this is about being able to let go and unlock yourselves, okay? Bringing in the feeling of protection is going to be very important, and telling yourself that you're going to be okay. That way you're going to be able to like actually make this big step, this big move. Rejection. Ooh, I think that this is telling me that you guys really need to say no to certain things. Okay? This isn't about you guys being rejected. This is about you guys rejecting the things that no longer fit in with you. Like that's I got like slapped with that intuitively right when I saw that X. It's like there's certain things that I think you guys know that you do not want to continue doing anymore. And it's time to stop doing them, okay? Like if you guys have been feeling like I need to stop eating junk food, or I need to stop this current job, or I need to stop whatever it is, stop doing it. This is time. This is time, my love. The universe is so supportive of this. They got your back. This is time to say no to the things that you guys have been feeling like saying no to, because that's going to be really vital for you guys in making room for this new you and to also birth this new you. And I'm feeling in my like gut right now what this new you feels like. And I got to say, this new you feels so empowered. And so good, and so confident, and so clear, like clear-headed, a clear body, a clear mind, a clear soul, a clear spirit. It's like you guys are in alignment. Like there's such alignment. Right now it's like you guys are hanging on to too much stuff that's holding you back and keeping you locked away from the alignment that your soul is trying to pull you towards because you're too scared, you're too secure in the current moment to want to let it go or to feel safe enough to let it go. But trust me, you are safe enough to let it go, okay? We just need to bring in that new energy and have that courage, that faith, and make a solid plan for ourselves, okay? We don't step into things blindly, of course, but look at that, creativity. We're using our creative mind. So let the light bulb go off a little bit. Take some time. What I'm getting a message of is take some time, meditate. After you're done writing out what you want your life to be, take some time and meditate on that. Meditate on what that new life is going to look like. And then I'm positive that you guys are going to be so much more confident in that new path that it'll be a lot easier for you guys to let go of the current path, okay? So with that being said, we're going to take our next set of cards. We're going to shuffle these ones as well. So let's see what we get. We got a bunch of new decks today, so we're just going into it. So look at that. We have a meditating Buddha, and it says right now. Right when you guys are done listening to this reading, go meditate, baby. That's what the cards are saying. That's what the universe is saying to you. And this also says, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. So you have everything it takes to handle the present situation, my love, okay? That is confirmation that you have everything. You are divinely protected. and you'll never be given something that you cannot handle. So this is telling you and urging you to go in this new direction. And don't worry, you can handle this new direction. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be inspired or desire to do this. You have a desire to do this for a reason. So it means that you have the ability to do it. Okay, then we also have clearing. That looks like this, the rejection card about you guys saying no. So as true offering arises, are we in focus? Yes, we are. Okay, so as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, mine, mine to God's, 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 such freedom. So, trusting that the divine universe has your back, my love, because that's exactly what it does have. It has your back at all times, okay? So it's about trusting that and being able to fully let go and all that jazz. We're also going to take these chakra cards. We're going to focus on what chakras that you guys need to focus on right now. So we have solar plexus coming up for you guys, which is, look at that. That fits in so well. Let me focus on this card. Look at that. Look at that. Fearlessness. Turn your warrior into a warrior. Okay. Baby. Solar plexus. This is all about creativity and having confidence. It's totally about fearlessness as well. Like, that fits in with you guys so well. It's about having that courage. It's also creativity. We also have strength, which is the root chakra right here. Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. This is about redefining who you are, listening to that. And as you become very aware of who you desire to be, what this new you looks like, you guys will be able to step into that no problemo. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, group number 2. If you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, so we'll hop right into it. All right, so group number 2, here's what we got for you guys. We have the 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, the Tower, the World, the Fool, and the 5 of Wands right here. I'm trying to fit it all onto the camera screen, but we got a lot of cards today, so these ones are kind of a little bit off screen. But just so you know, this one over here is the 3 of Cups on this corner, and then this corner is the 5 of Wands, okay? So let's talk about it. Your guys' reading is also so interesting so far because we have 2 different storylines happening, and then we have this tower in the middle, and in this particular card, it's like splitting right down the middle, and we have this pathway, we have this pathway. So there could be a really big choice for you guys coming up, or some sort of splitting of the worlds, or the splitting of the self, where you guys are kind of being torn in 2 different directions, or, you know, there's like, I don't know, there's just this big split that's happening. Also, sorry, I love having my windows open when I'm reading cards because I can hear like the sound of the ocean and the birds chirping, but sometimes cars are really loud when they're going by. But anyway, let's talk about this, you guys. Oh my goodness, this massive split. This is just sticking out to me so much right here. And this is a very spiritual awakening sort of moment when we're like, oh, whoa, we need to make a big choice, or we feel like there's just this big split in our lives. I think that you guys are going through massive change. The Tower is when we go through massive change, but the Tower always comes about because we didn't build this foundation strong enough, or maybe we didn't even intend this certain thing to last such a long time, and so it ends up being this big, like, eventual breakdown of where we're like, oh, well, there's the end of that. There's the end of that phase of my life. Okay, so what's happening right now is there's this splitting of the worlds right now with you. And one of these worlds deals with friendship, love, foundation, your home life. So home life could be a big split coming up in your life. So there could be a sudden move that you guys are going to make, where you guys are all of a sudden going to move, and it could be like 4 months from now. And yeah, whoa. Just getting a lot of messages, so sorry guys, let me just like catch up here. And then over here on this side, we have this like conflicting side where it's like completing a phase, wanting to do things on your own. The Fool talks about being alone and being solo. And then the 5 of Wands right here is this like some sort of internal conflict that you guys are going through. So yeah, this could talk about wanting to leave behind a certain friendship. For some of you guys, this could deal with leaving behind a friendship or a romance, or this might deal with your home life as well. So there's 3 different options that I'm seeing on this side for you guys. And again, it is a general reading, so I'm just going to point out all the different options. So this could be needing to spontaneously move because there's a opportunity that you just love and that looks so good to you. So there could be an opportunity to move because you're just like so excited and you're like, oh my God, this looks so good, I just need to. And so it's just like the splitting of this world where you're leaving behind this sort of like solo journey for this sort of journey, or this is a decision of like, oh wow, am I leaving behind this good thing because I desire to now be alone? So there's this big choice that I think that you guys have coming up. And so one of the biggest things that I think you guys need to focus on is, do you want to be solo, or do you want to take this new opportunity that's coming up that looks really good and really happy, or would you rather be alone and solo? Because, you know, neither of those are wrong options. It just is up to you. What do you desire? What do you want? It's also interesting that the bird is looking this way and flying this way. So for some of you guys, you could be really leaning towards this, and doves kind of are just like this symbol of purity and wanting to go towards this new thing. Because over here on this side, with the Fool in the World, it's like you guys have sort of like really self-accomplished yourselves, or you're feeling really good about yourselves, or you're also inspired. I think that you're somebody who doesn't mind being alone, and you can create inspiration out of nowhere, okay? Like there's this magic inside of you that just looks like you guys are so good on your own. There's this Five of Wands though, so there's this internal conflict that I think that you guys have. It's just like, how do I balance these two desires, these two options? And these two options can look different for any of you guys listening to this. I do want to point that out. It's a general reading, okay? So these two options could look highly different for some of you, but I'm really seeing this interesting correlation between being alone, needing to maybe move, a new opportunity of some kind coming in that looks really exciting. And it's like, do we jump on that, or do we keep doing this, right? It's very interesting that this side of the deck looks very like nighttimey, like more internal, right? More hermit-like. And then this side right here is just all bright, flowers are growing, like things like that, right? So I do see a new opportunity coming in, and yeah, which is like a whole new path. And the Fool talks about also a new path. This is completing an old phase. So some of you guys are closing out a very old chapter of your lives because there's a brand new opportunity coming in, and it's causing you to want to go on a brand new path. But there might be some internal like, oh, this just feels so weird. Maybe we've never done this before, and maybe it just feels awkward for us because we do need to break down a lot of our old life in order to welcome in this new thing that's coming in. So it's like, whoa, there's massive shifts, massive changes, right? Closing out an old chapter. Walking down a new path, baby. That's what's happening. So what you guys need to know right now, yeah, there's this big choice coming up. Which way are you gonna go, baby? And it does really look like you guys are taking on this new path. That's what is coming up. So let's get further into it, okay? So let's talk about the numerology really quick. We have a 3, we have a 1, okay? So this deals with the people in our lives. The number 1 deals with a new beginning, a new path. The 4 deals with your foundation, which is like your home life and things like that. Spiritual awakenings, kind of like getting new intuitive feelings about new directions that you guys need to go in. Then we have another 3 right here, which talks about celebration. Again, more people in your life. So I think that you guys are gonna have more opportunity to be less on your own, but yeah, you guys just have this magic, but I think it's time to be less on your own, essentially. We also have the number 0 right here, which deals with infinite possibility. Then we have the number 5, which deals with massive shifts and changes. So, whoo, baby. Massive shifts and change. Next card that we have Pisces right here, which is, this is very dreamy for one. And Pisces is very like, it's like kind of like your dreams are coming true sort of energy. This is also following your gut instincts, your intuition, and things like that, yeah. Also on this card it says intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So yes, baby. This is literally like, pay attention to your dreams around this time because they might be pretty significant in guiding you in the right direction, okay? Pisces, listen to your intuition, your dreams, and things like that. All right, and then we have Mars coming up. So this is quick action. This is a lot of change. So I think that you guys are, and Mars kind of reminds me a lot of the Tower because it's just this like quick action, this quick shift, this quick change. It's a very masculine type of energy where we're just like, whoa, massive shift coming up, and it happens really like all of a sudden out of the blue. It's very fiery, right? So there's like a lot of intense energy around the situation. And this talks about move forward. And what does it say? I don't have my glasses on. And defend self. So defend self, I don't think really applies to you guys in this situation, but move forward. This is about moving forward in your life, right? There's a new opportunity coming in, and it's going to cause you to rethink your current life, and it's going to require a lot of changes in order to move forward. And that's why we have that Five of Wands. This is a lot of shifts. And some people might look at us and be kind of like, there could be a little bit of conflict that arises from this situation because there's maybe opposing ideas here with certain things, okay? So, yeah. The Five of Wands is sometimes when some people are butthurt about us moving forward in our lives because it's kind of like they don't know what to do when we change, right? There could be certain people in your life, certain friends that are like, I don't want you to change. Like, I don't want you to go do that. And then we're like, but I got it. It's my life. This is what I want to do. You know what I mean? So there could be some interesting conflict like that happening and arising. We do also have trine though. So angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So trines are actually the strongest, as we know, triangle is the strongest shape, because those angles, the 60-degree angles, are like the strongest angles because they, yeah, anyway, we don't need to get into geometry right now, but basically in astrology, this talks about a very strong move in your life, and it's very well supported, and it's going to work out very well. This is a very like good moment, and it's interesting. We have the Three of Cups, and then we have another three right here with the World. So it's like a lot of like this is like a very strong opportunity that is going to turn out very well. Like there's a lot of good luck here. Whenever we have triangles, it talks about good luck, celebration, big things happening, and a lot of support, right? And so even though there might be a little bit of conflict around the situation, I do think that there's also going to be a lot of support, and it's going to turn out to be very good, okay? But there is this sort of splitting of the worlds. You're letting go of the old self, and maybe it's even your own internal conflict that's like trying to stop you, where it's like, whoa, am I trying to be practical? Do I really like let go of everything in my old life and just jump right into this new life? It's a total breaking down of the old. Like it's literally shattering your old life. That's what the Tower is. It like shatters your whole entire old life to the point where you're like, whoa, my life just took a like complete 180. It's like completely different. So woo, baby, what's happening for you guys? So with that being said, let's go ahead and take our next deck of cards and let's talk about it, okay? So let's get into it. Pile 2, what you guys need to know right now. That's a lot. So for one, let's just talk about happiness. Let's take that card from this one. So this is about following what makes you the most excited, the most happy, baby. And it looks like that correlates a lot with that Four of Wands right there. We also have success with a beautiful rainbow on it. So, I mean, you can't say much else other than like success and happiness, baby. It is literally leading you to success and happiness. Interesting, we also have ghosts. So you're really like ghosting your old life. And somebody in your life might feel like if you're like leaving behind your old life, there's certain people that might feel like you've completely vanished. This could also talk about, you know, your old life is like unrecognizable to you because your life is changing so much, so drastically. Then we also have isolation. Very interesting because we also had that Fool, which kind of reminded me of like kind of being alone for a bit. So for some of you guys, this could talk about like leaving behind your very solo journey, and maybe you're going to be around more people. Maybe you guys are like moving somewhere and it's going to be, you're interacting more with people, right? You're less on your own. So I am seeing this like interesting contrast between that. And it's like, it's almost like this interesting choice between, yeah, again, like solo life or not solo life. Very interesting that we have that pattern that keeps coming up. So it's going to be a big choice that you have coming up real soon. So yes, let's get some more cards here. So group number 2, let's get some more info. Let's see. Clearing, baby. I think this one came up for the last pile too. Super interesting. So this one is like clearing out the closet, clearing out your old life. So as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's, such freedom. So instead of focusing just on you, instead of having that solo journey, it's like focusing more on people, right? We also have acceptance coming up. So radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. So for you guys, this could deal with accepting this new opportunity and this new path, right? Accepting that this is the way life is now. It's no longer going to be the old life, and it's like accepting that you have to say goodbye to it, right? And I think that there's almost this bittersweet sort of feeling with this. It's bittersweet because you guys, I think, are so excited about this new opportunity, but at the same time, you are saying goodbye to something that it's not like you didn't enjoy it. You're having to say goodbye to something that you did enjoy, but you are saying yes to something better. So very interesting, like, contrast there. So with that being said, let's use these chakra cards to get some more information upon what you guys need to know right now with your chakras. So let's see. So we have chakra balance, equilibrium. So this isn't even like a particular chakra. This is just getting all of them in balance. So all things work best in conjunction with all things. This is about being very inclusive in your life and not necessarily closing out this entire chapter. You guys, I still think that you guys are bridging like this life with this life. It's like you're trying to build a bridge with it, but it does require you to make a big choice, but it's not like, yeah, if that makes sense. It's almost like, you know, if you are all of a sudden living with friends versus being alone, it's like you still get to have your alone time, right? But it is very different, right? So this is getting all the chakras into alignment. This is getting your whole being, your whole self into this new world, baby. So let's see. All right. Whoop. We have peace and dreams. So in stillness, the answer will be revealed. So that'll be a message for you guys, that taking time to just meditate and be on your own. Interesting that we had Pisces and I was talking about dreams. We have dreams coming up, which is the third eye chakra. We have crown and third eye right here. So dreams are where your mind translates the divine. So dreams are actually like huge messengers because they are literal translations of like spirit, of source, of where everything comes from. And so they give us answers to anything. If you actually ask a question before you go to bed and keep a dream journal and literally write in that dream journal right when you wake up before you forget your dream, and you ask a question, most of the times your dream will reveal it to you. So there's a fun little thing that you guys can do in your spare time. And like dreams always talk symbolically, just so you guys know. So the answer might not come in a very literal format, but if you just write down everything that you saw and like take it in a more riddle sort of fashion and you break down the riddle, very interesting stuff will come up. So I highly recommend doing that for those of you who are listening to this pile and you need answers. I highly recommend doing that. So with that being said, that is what we have for you guys, baby. So what you guys need to know right now, huge big changes coming. It's going to be a big choice that you guys have to make. And I do think it does have to deal with either this sort of new opportunity that might require you to have to move, is kind of what we're picking up right here. New opportunity might require you guys to move, or at least change up what you saw your security as, right? New stuff coming in. Whoo, baby. So yeah, let's see if I see anything else here that's coming up. It's just like a whole new beginning, what I'm seeing for you guys. Like it's like a whole new, like, lots is changing in your life, baby. So if you guys chose pile number 2, lots is changing, new opportunity. It's going to feel really good. And yeah, woo, pile number 2, all looks good here. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated for you guys. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, my love. So group number 3, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be a reading, so let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 3, we have the 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. So let's talk about it, baby. So the 9 of Cups right next to the 7 of Swords, there is something that I think that you guys are desiring, because the 9 of Cups deals with, you know, attaining a wish, right? So this could talk about something that you are wishing for. And when it's next to the 7 of Swords, we either feel like we are being cheated out of what we desire, or that the universe is against us, or that our situation is against us, or that something in your life is holding you back, or that something in your life is standing in your way, or that you can't attain it for such and such reason. But the swords are all an illusion, because the swords are thoughts, right? Thoughts are not things. Thoughts can become things, but they are not things. So right now, you are physically putting yourself at you're holding yourself back, essentially, physically, because the 2 of Pentacles talks about this uneven balance. It's almost like having one of your desires on a pedestal, and you think that it's either better than you, or that you think that you're not worthy of it, or, you know, there could be multiple different things that make you feel out of alignment with what you desire, that you feel like you can't attain it for whatever reason. So there's this underlying belief that's like stopping you from attaining something that you desire. Okay. And it's basically thoughts that are holding you back. So what you guys need to know right now, what the universe is wanting you to know, is that it's your thoughts that are holding you back, that are making you feel like there's this physical, like, problem. It's making you feel like there's a physical problem. It makes you feel like you physically cannot attain your goal. Okay? But it's a thought that's making you feel this way. It's not actually how the situation is, okay? Because the 2 of Pentacles, like if you just turn this vertically, all of a sudden they're totally equal to each other, and one is not above the other, right? So it's just your perspective. We have to change your perspective. So that's what the universe wants you to know right now. Then we have this Queen of Wands. This talks about filling yourself with ultimate self-confidence and inspiration. Instead of looking at this from a perspective of, I don't have it yet, and da-da-da-da-da, and I'm out of alignment with it, and I won't attain it because of this reason. No. No, my love. What would it feel like if you had already attained it? The Queen of Wands. What would you feel like if you already attained everything that you desired? Embody that feeling, become that feeling, meditate on that feeling. And baby, I have a meditation for this if you really want to sink in this feeling, because this is the secret to manifestation. And this meditation has helped multiple people. And I mean like thousands and thousands of people attain something that they desired by doing this meditation. So I'm gonna have it linked down below. It's the same meditation that I use to manifest things in my life. And if you guys know anything about the law of attraction, then you know why that works. I'm not going to explain it in this video since this is just a pick a card reading, but I do explain it in that video. If you guys are interested, I will have it linked down below. But anyway, embodying that feeling will help you attain it, because then all of a sudden you get the idea of the yes, I can, instead of the no, I can't. There's all these swords standing in my way. Baby, you can move the swords. The swords aren't permanent. You just pick them up and just move them out of the way, okay? Look at these swords. They're out of the way. Just pick up these ones out of your path, and then they're out of the way. These are just excuses, okay? You can just pick that sword up, sling it out of the way, and then your path is clear, baby, and you can attain your goal, okay? So this is what this is going to help you do, because the Queen of Swords, once you attain that confidence in yourself to be able to do this, and once you finally embody the inspiration, all of a sudden the sword becomes your friend and not your enemy. All of a sudden your mind becomes your tool and not your detriment, right? So your thoughts are very important in the attainment of your goal. And baby, once you get that in alignment, we got the 7 of Wands, and this talks about rising above the adversity. This talks about rising above whatever your current issue or problem is. So the 7 of Wands, my love, once you guys change your way of thinking, because this all talks about changing your way of thinking, then all of a sudden you're on top of your goal, and it's easy for you to attain because you can see it from above, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I can do this. I have enough willpower, I have enough strength. And you will have challenges along the way. The 7 of Swords talks about the fact that yes, there is still challenges. We don't just erase the challenges. The challenges are still there, but it's our mind that either tells us that we cannot overcome them or that we can overcome them. And so the 7 of Swords is you, the old version of you that looked at those swords on the ground. They're like, I'll never be able to get past that. Fuck. I'll never be able to attain my goals. There's swords on the ground. Shit. Well, I guess I'll just stay on the side of the grass. You'll never get to the other side. But then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, that's silly. We just need to change the way of thinking. It's your perspective, right? So then you change your perspective and you're like, oh shit, let me just like scoot that out of the way. All right. Let me take one to go too. That way I'll have something to like cut down, you know, big trees in my path or something or whatever. Not like we like to cut down trees. We like to keep the trees standing, but you know what I mean? Metaphor. It's a metaphor, guys. Anyway, so then you take that sword with you and you're like, wait a minute, that was just a silly, I don't know why I was holding myself back there. And it's still like, there's still work to be put in, you know, you're still having to walk down that path and move those swords out of the way. And you know, those are the challenges, right? But the fact is that you can overcome them. Okay. It's all about the mindset, baby. So let's talk about the numerology really quick. So we have the number 9 over here, which deals with your closing out an old phase, right? And this deals with mastering a certain lesson, and that lesson that you guys need to master is mastering your mind, not letting your mind control you. And this is all about spiritually becoming aware of that. So the number 7 right here, this is about spiritual awareness, deep spiritual knowledge, when we realize that there was nothing standing in our way the whole time. Then we have that 2 of Pentacles, which deals with, you know, a big choice or outweighing pros and cons. This can deal with partnership. This can deal with alliance. This can deal with us getting into alliance with ourselves. Then we also have the Ace, which deals with a new beginning. Then we also have the 7, which is, again, that spiritual knowledge. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into our next card. So we have the 11th house, which deals with friends. It's interesting because I said partnership right here. So, like-minded groups. This could deal with you getting into alignment with people that are like-minded like you. This could deal with you making friends that actually support you rather than hold you back, or that can motivate you and tell you, yes, you can, rather than friends that are like, nah, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, right? Humanitarian beliefs. It's also what that card says on it. So that's definitely all about making friends. This card can also deal with social media. This card can also deal with traveling. This card can also deal with big social issues. So this could even be like, you know, you telling yourself that you can't and then realizing that no one can tell you you can or can't. You are the decider of that, right? So telling yourself that yes, I can, even when other people tell you that you cannot. Okay. Then we also have the 2nd house, which is physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth, baby, which is exactly what we're talking about. We also have the number 2 again, repeated. So this deals with your current material situation and being able to let go of wherever you currently are, and not holding on to that vision and not letting that make you feel stagnant into where you are. Because sometimes when we look at our current situation, we think, oh, there's no way I'm ever going to get out of this, you know. But if we can just see beyond that, we can embody the feeling of being beyond that. Then we bring in the opportunities to get beyond that, okay? Then we also have Leos. Again, we have a self-confidence is coming up again. So loyalty and creativity and self-confidence. Baby, I think that you're entering a time where self-confidence is going to be huge for you guys, and it's going to get you to bigger places than you've ever been before. Okay, so, whoo! All right, my love. With that being said, let's go ahead and take our next deck of cards. We're going to shuffle this one and get some more info for you guys. Let's see what we get. This also deals about being in the spotlight, not being afraid to be in the spotlight. And this also talks about you don't need to have all the material possessions in order to begin your journey, because sometimes we find them along the way, right? We have illumination, so illuminating the path. So what you guys need to know right now is the path is going to be illuminated as long as you keep walking forward. You don't need to have the whole picture in your mind to take the first few steps, because as you take those first few steps, as you're 4 steps ahead, you're going to see more about this path than you did 4 steps ago, right? Because when we're at the starting line, our eyes can only see so far ahead. And we're like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to get to the finish line. That don't make sense. I don't see the finish line in my perspective. Baby, if you keep walking forward, you're going to get there eventually. But you need to keep walking forward for it to even come in your vision. So you might not know the exact path or how this is going to turn out. You might not know what's going to happen. But if you keep walking forward, you will get to the finish line. And that's what this illumination talks about. Keep walking forward and more of the path will be illuminated for you. Lights only shine so far, right? We also have the magic card coming up, baby. This is about awakening your magic, realizing that you have ultimate potential within you. Okay, what you need to know right now, you have everything that it takes. Everything that it takes. You already have all of it. Use that built-in magic, baby. Then we also have energy coming in. So, putting in the energy, baby, putting in the work. Energy can also talk about getting enough rest so that we can actually move forward in the ways that we need to. Energy can also talk about your thoughts become things through energy, directing your energy towards where you want to. So deliberate intention, magic, that's how magic works, is by making a certain intention and putting your energy towards that, creates the pathway for you and creates the material manifestation of it. Then we also have mystery. I think some of you guys are going through a big spiritual awakening right now based on the cards that are coming out. We have literally illumination magic. You guys are like being awakened into more spiritual stuff, into mystery, into magic, into energy, and the way that it works. So, whoo! Babies, who's going through a spiritual awakening right now? You are. All right, let's see what else we get for you guys. So, pile 3. I'm not even surprised. I would expect nothing less for you guys. We have the card Limitless. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways, and the divine can use anything and anyone. The divine can use anything and anyone. So, limitless, the possibilities are endless. The fact that you don't even know everyone on the planet or everything or every possibility goes to show that, sure, you might not know exactly what that path looks like, but as long as you take that intention and you take those first few steps, the path of how you will get there will become illuminated, and there's limitless possibility, and the universe has the most divine plan for you. Just keep going forward and see what comes up, my love. Then we also have loss. So sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own path instead of the ego's. So let go of your ego. Let go of, this is about letting go of your current definition of yourself. Because once you let go of the current definition, you stop defining yourself in the current way, which keeps perpetuating the same reality to occur. Once you let go of your current definition of yourself and you realize that you have limitless possibilities and you have magic, then you get to redefine yourself. And then you start to bring in an entirely new energy, which illuminates a whole new path. And it's one that's completely unknown to what you knew before, right? So look at this perspective. You knew this before, but you couldn't even see this over here because it was out of your view. So this is about unlocking the mysteries of life, realizing that there's certain things that might be out of your view right now, but if you keep taking steps, you'll see other sides and other possibilities that you never saw before. So that's what loss is all about. It's about letting go of that, letting go of the old self. And we have acceptance. So radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Accepting everything for what it is right now. And then we have clearing. So this one keeps coming up for everyone so far. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mind, mind, mind to God, God, God. Such freedom. That's literally come up for everyone so far. Wow. Okay. All right. So this is about letting go of the ego as well, my love. So with that being said, let's take these chakra cards. Let's get any last information for you guys. Pile 3 This is going to talk about your chakras and what you need to know right now with your chakras. So let's see. All right, so we have the solar plexus chakra coming up, which is confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Bam! Couldn't even said it better myself. Oh, and then this one's also flipped over too. Sacral chakra, journey. To enjoy the journey, let go of the outcome. That is powerful for you guys. Whoa, pile number 3. I'm shocked right now. I want to pull another one for you guys. That fit in so well. To enjoy the journey, you need to let go of the outcome. So you don't even know the best outcome for you because you don't even know all the limitless possibilities. So as long as you just keep walking forward, you take opportunity as it arises and you enjoy that journey and just keep saying yes to the best things in that moment, you'll end up at a better place than you could have even fathomed in the beginning. Fearlessness. Turn your warrior into a warrior. All right, my love. Pile 3. Whew! Time to embrace that self-confidence. Time to embrace the limitless power that is you. Because there's a whole new world opening up, baby. Pile number 3. Hopefully, I hope this reading made sense for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, group number 4. If you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading, all about what you guys need to know right now. So let's hop right into it. All right, so group number 4, here's what we got for you guys. We have Justice, 3 of Pentacles, Judgment, the Hermit, Prince of Swords, the Hierophant, and the 8 of Cups. So my camera space is only so big, so these 2 cards are a little bit out of focus, but just so you guys know, over here is Justice and over here is the 8 of Cups. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's talk about it. So for you guys, immediately what I'm kind of noticing is the fact that we have this Judgment card. We also have that 3 of Pentacles and Justice to start us off. So I think that this is a very introspective time where I think that you guys are uncovering a lot more about yourself and about other people and about what other people might want or what other people might expect. There could be a certain situation that you guys need to close out of your life. This could be a work project, like 3 of Pentacles can talk about certain projects that we've taken on that maybe we're needing to let go of certain things, cut ties with certain things because it's unfair, unbalanced. There's something that needs to be kind of closed out. This could also talk about a friendship or a relationship where there's just altering perspectives and we need to bring up some important talks, right? We're needing to let go of some certain things. Or this could also deal with yourself. This could also deal with the fact that maybe we're always taking into consideration what everyone else thinks or what everyone else wants, right? Justice, we're always trying to balance it out. We're always trying to be like, what does everyone else want from me? What do I want from me? And how do I figure out a way to make it all work? How do I figure out how to make everyone happy here? You know, this could be like a people-pleasing mentality of how do I make other people happy? Or maybe we're worried about what other people are going to say, or we're trying to keep ourselves very politically in alignment, right? So Justice with Judgment. We're trying to keep ourselves in harmony, right? But we're realizing that there's maybe conflicting ideologies and we're needing to let go of certain things. We need to let go of certain judgments. Then we also have the Hermit. So we're taking a huge introspective time right now. This could talk about you guys going really deep introspectively about certain things going on in the world right now. Or this could be a very personal issue. Like I said, this could deal with a work thing. This could deal with whatever. But we're going very deep on a very personal issue right now. Then we also have the Prince of Swords. So there's big things that we feel like we need to talk about. Okay? And we feel like we need to clear the air on something. Prince of Swords is about clearing the air and things like that. Then we also do have the Hierophant. So we're getting some really high, deep knowledge and this can talk about the fact that we go through a moment of enlightenment in a way, of where we kind of illuminate a situation to the point where we kind of figure out that we need to step away from something. So the 8 of Cups deals with walking away from something that you've built up emotionally. So if there's like a work thing that you guys are tied to, or a friendship that you guys are tied to, that you feel like is more of a people-pleasing sort of thing, or if you feel like you've been way too much of a people-pleaser lately, now it's time to end that, my love. The Eight of Cups talks about walking away from that. We're walking away from a situation. It's also very interesting that we have this rainbow road. We have rainbows surrounding you here, and then we have rainbows up here. So there could be some sort of judgment, some sort of people-pleasing thing where we're keeping ourselves cloaked. We're keeping our true ideologies kind of cloaked right now in order to please or appease somebody, please somebody. But now it's time to, it's like you guys are so like done with the BS. I feel like you guys have been sort of like, you know, being nice, being a people pleaser, but you guys are going to reach this point of wanting to cut away the BS, cut away the bullshit, right? That's the Prince of Swords. He's like, I've had enough of this. I'm just ready to just like be authentic. And that's what that Hierophant moment is as well, because it's kind of like this moment where we finally let go of the judgment that we've been feeling or we've placed on ourselves. It's kind of like, I'm just so over it. And it's walking away from all of that. So I think that you guys have built up this old self so much where you guys had to be more of a hermit. You guys have built that up so much. But the 8 of Cups talks about leaving that. And it's kind of like, we've now just illuminated our whole path. We're so done with the old. We're ready to just like shine and be us and not dim our light anymore. You guys have been dimming your light for too long for something, right? And something was out of balance. Now it's time to just be you and bring in that balance again. This is time to really just be you, be free. This is talking about hugely about your freedom and about not being so hermit anymore, not feeling like you need to be a hermit. Okay? Feeling like you need to close yourself off. Now it's time to just shine, baby. Now it's time to just shine. 8 of Cups, be you, baby. Woo! So with that being said, next card that we have is Sagittarius. This is all about your freedom. So what you guys need to know right now, be free. Optimism, exploration, freedom. Sagittarius is also about expression, just shooting your shot, just going for it, right? Being spontaneous. So aim for your target of where you want to go, and it's time to just fly. Sagittarius is like, let's fly, baby. Yeah. This is also about philosophy or ideologies as well as Sagittarius. Then we also have the 12th house. So 12th house deals with secrets. This deals with your mind, your mentality, certain subconscious things that you have going on. So this deals with spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service and healing. But yeah, it also deals with the secrets, things that we keep to ourselves, our mental state, dreams, our intuition, our gut feelings, all that jazz. So 12th house coming up, what you guys need to know right now. Now it's time to free your mind, literally free your mind. Shoot it out, Sagittarius, free your philosophies. And then Mercury, which talks about communication, literally about that freedom again. So think, learn, network, communicate. It's time to communicate. It's time to get out of your bubble, get out of the hole. It's time to just be you, unapologetically you. Be all of you. No more dimming your light, baby. Your message for today is like no longer dim your light. We're not doing that anymore. It's not allowed. It's not allowed here. We're no longer doing it, baby. Just be you. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and shuffle these cards right here. Let's get some more info going on. Let's see what we got. So we have anxiety coming up. This could be a situation that brings up stress for you guys. It's time to let go of it. It is time to let go. Intuition. So this talks about that 12th house stuff. I think that you've been being called to go in this new direction for a while. You've been feeling this like pull that's been pulling you out of this hermit mode. Okay. It's okay to be you. It is okay. You don't need to be perfect before you come out of hiding. Nobody's perfect. So everyone would be hiding if that was the case, right? So it's okay to take your cloak off. Then we also have energy coming up. Okay, so for you guys, don't dim your energy. Don't dim your light to fit in. Just be you. What does your energy want to do? What does your energy authentically say? Anytime we have anxiety, it's because we're repressing a lot of our energy. It's repressed energy. Okay? We also have disruption. Yes, it will disrupt some. Maybe you guys are scared of conflict. Maybe you guys are scared of disruption. You guys are scared to maybe create conflict because it gives you anxiety, right? Now's the time to just do that and get it over with because it's causing you way more internal damage anyway. So it's time to just express it and let it go so it's not eating you away inside anymore and you can just deal with it. And then we have ideation. So not everyone's gonna love who you are. Not everyone needs to love who you are. Just be you, unapologetically you, and you'll find who aligns to you and who doesn't. Okay? That's gonna be huge for you guys. All right, so with that being said, let's move on to our next deck. Let's talk about some more stuff for you guys. So pile number 4, what you guys need to know right now. Extraordinary. That's you, baby. Look at how peacocked colorful you are. Look at how many colors that is. So there's a wild and sorry, I don't have my glasses. Impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. That literally, I could not have pulled a better card for you guys. Literally. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Baby, you are extraordinary. You're extraordinary. Okay, baby? Let's get 2 more here. So pile 4. True offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. So yes, it will feel like a huge disruption at first, but it will return to love. It will return to balance, but you guys need to go through it and it is worth it. It is worth it to go through that, okay? You've been worthy to belong to love all. Oh, baby, this is gonna make me cry right now. I don't know why I'm feeling so much emotion with this pile. You have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. Oh my God, baby. This is like really, I don't know why this one's getting me in the feels, guys. It's getting me in the feels. You deserve to be loved for who you are. You don't need to hide yourself, my love. Those of you that are watching this, it's time to just be free. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Yes, it's gonna be crazy at first to just be you, because everyone's gonna be like, whoa, you're so different now. But guess what? Over time, you're no longer gonna have the anxiety because you're no longer holding on to a bunch of energy. You're no longer holding on to your light and keeping it dimmed up in this little thing, right? With your cloak on, okay? Not everyone's gonna love your ideas, but that's okay. Not everyone needs to. You are extraordinary, okay? Not everyone's gonna love the peacock that you are, all the colors that you are, but there's gonna be people who absolutely love it, and you are love. You are love embodied. You are worth it, okay? So with that being said, let's take out these chakra cards. Let's see what we get for you guys. So pile number 4. Let's see, my love. Pile 4. We have destiny, third eye chakra. Follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. Oh, baby. They lead you to who you are and where you're meant to be. Look at that. Then we also have another third eye chakra. So a lot of third eye stuff for you guys. So trust your intuition. It is in contact with the higher source of knowledge. So your intuition's been calling you in the right direction for a while, my love. So listen to it because it's telling you what you need to know, okay? We also forgot to talk about the numerology on these cards. Let's just talk about that really quickly for a second. Or did we already do that? I don't even know. We're going to do it again because I don't think I did. So let's see. So we have the 11 over here, which is justice, which you guys can't see right now, but the 11 is a master number. So this deals with mastering something. You're mastering a portion of your life right now. Once you get over this specific hurdle, what this is talking about, you will have mastered a certain section of your life that you'll never have to endure or go through again. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles right here. The 3s deal with celebration. So this is going to be something worth celebrating, okay, in the end. And this is also about finding who your true friends are. Then we also have the number 2 right here, which deals with connection and union and finding out, again, who your true friends are. Then we also have the number 9, which deals with completing old phases. Then we also have the number 5 and then the number 8. So the number 5 is massive shifts and change. It's like the disruption that comes up. And then the 8 is about taking a chance and just doing it anyway. And that also talks about when you are able to let go of the old and then step into the new. Okay, my love? So with that being said, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. You are extraordinary. You are worth it, my love. So you are just all love, okay? Sending you guys all my love. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. All right, so group number 5, if you guys chose this pile, this is going to be your reading all about what you guys, I can't even talk right now. What you guys need to know right now. So let's hop right into it. All right, so pile number 5. I'm picking up on a little bit of frustration in your life right now, just off the bat. We're going to talk about what we have over here, and then we're going to get into what I'm seeing for you guys. But there's an important message for you guys that'll help you get over this sort of frustrating moment, okay? So let's talk about what we have. We have the 9 of Swords being reversed over here, which is great to be reversed. We have the Sun, we have the 4 of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the 9 of Wands, we have Death, and then we also have the Devil over here, which is kind of off camera. It's sort of hard to see. These 2 cards almost barely fit on the screen right now, but we're making do with what we got. So yes, let's talk about what's happening. So the 9 of Swords being reversed, this is getting over a time where maybe like sleep was really hard or there's just been a lot on your mind, okay? So the 9 of Swords, whenever that even comes up at all, it usually talks about a phase of our life where maybe it's been hard to focus, maybe it's been hard for us to have our attention span last more than like 5 seconds, right? Because it can be hard. Maybe we feel like we need to just constantly click on new things. We get bored of things really fast, really easily. Maybe you guys have just had a lot on your mind lately where it's hard to fall asleep. It almost seems like it's so hard for you guys to concentrate all day, but then before you go to sleep, it's just like you guys can't stop thinking, right? So there's almost like this interesting contrast. But then we have the Sun coming next, okay? So the Sun coming next is when all of a sudden we get illuminated with new inspiration. There's new ideas coming in. There's happiness coming in. There's something to look forward to, right? Okay, so you guys, I think, are looking for this. You're looking for this sort of new beginning. Then we do have that Four of Swords, which talks about a lot of contemplation. So what I'm sort of seeing, there's this interesting theme of like contemplation, ideas coming in, wanting to take action on these ideas, but then kind of stopping yourself and feeling like, but I've done that before and it didn't work out. I've tried that, it's just not going to work out. I've done that before, that led to this. So it's like you guys are stopping yourselves because there's been a bit of adversity you've had to face in your life so far. And I don't want to be insensitive. I don't want to say like only a bit. I'm sure that you guys have experienced a lot. Okay. So just so you know, I'm sure that you guys have experienced a lot, especially with what we have going on over here. So yes, when I say a bit, I mean that you guys have probably experienced a lot. All right. And I think that that's what's kind of stopping you guys from fully committing to an idea. And it kind of almost puts you back at square one. Like I'm seeing this almost like return, because the Knight of Swords, he's facing this way, right? So it's almost like you guys are like, ooh, I've just gotten over this. I have some inspiration. I have an idea. I've been contemplating on it. I've been thinking about it. I'm going to take action on it. But then there's some like adversity, or there's some other thought that comes into your mind that's like, but it's so much effort, and you know, this might happen, and I've done that before and it didn't work out. And then all of a sudden you guys are like, phew, right back to square one, right back to where attention and focus is difficult. Thoughts at night are keeping you up. There's like this whole cycle that looks like it's happening right now for you guys. And it looks like it's so hard to move forward, because every time you try to take a step forward, it's like you guys shoot it down really quickly. There's a reason why it gets shot down really quickly, right? And I think, again, because the Nine of Wands, what this talks about is that we've tried a lot of ideas before. We've been down these roads before, and there's been something that didn't work out. And I think that you guys are stopping yourselves from moving forward because there's all these reminders and all these memories of things not working out. So it's kind of just like, I just have no inspiration to move forward. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get over these things. And my love, that comes through. We need to go through a massive shift. What you guys need to know right now, there needs to be a massive shift in your perspectives. Death talks about the ending of an old self. I think that you guys have been trying to live this current self for so long, but this current self has just already been through so much that's hard to just take it down the track again. It's almost like driving like a beat up car and trying to take it for a long drive. It's kind of like, I don't really think it's gonna make it. So, you know, and we kind of end up stop ourselves, right? So there needs to be this whole rebirth. Death talks about this rebirth of the self, this whole reinvention of the self. In that car that you're driving, baby, we need to do a whole rehaul of it. We need to take it to the shop. We got to get it fixed. We got to set new intentions with it. We got to like change out the tires, maybe the whole engine. Like we need a whole rehaul on it, right? Let's like, we need to renovate it. So this is a renovation of the self. But the devil right here talks about the fact that we are very attached to our current identity. I think that you guys are very attached to who you currently are. And it's hard for you guys to see yourself as somebody different, because you're very used to yourself being this way, because you have all of these things that are holding yourself into this permanent state. You identify with how you communicate. You identify with your current way of thinking. You identify with your current past, your current like circumstance. You identify with that so much that I think it's hard for you guys to change and step into a new path, because you're so defined right now. So what you guys need to know right now is we need to go through a whole breakdown of who you used to be and who you currently are. We need to change who you currently are and be a new current. There needs to be a new current, okay? And that is coming. I want you guys to know what this is telling you is that is coming. We have that sun card there, and anytime the sun pops up in any reading, my love, this adds on so much beautiful illumination to any reading. So, whoo! I'm feeling like this huge sigh of relief right now. I don't know why. It's just like this massive sigh of relief. So the 9 right here, this talks about ending an old cycle. The 1 right here, because these two numbers combined equal 1, this talks about a new beginning. The 4 talks about a brand new foundation. We need to set new security, new foundation for ourselves. We need to let go of needing such solid security in our past and create a new solid security in our future. And that way we feel comfortable moving towards the future. We also have number 9 right here, which deals with closing out old phases once again. We have a number 4, which talks about the foundation again and the security. Then we have the number 6, which deals with balance. We need to find balance, harmony, okay, in order to move forward. So let's get into our next few cards. We have Scorpio right here. Scorpio is like, Two confirmations. We have Scorpio and the Death card, which both deal with huge transformation. Literally, this talks about the ending, the shedding of the old skin. You guys are a snake that's been walking around with that old skin on for so long, and you're like, it's just so itchy. It's so uncomfortable. Yes, it is uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. We need to let it go. We need to let it go, my love. So intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing is exactly what this card says. So that makes sense. So the next card that we have Earth. So setting a new foundation, setting a new solid, secure self, redefining who that is, shedding the old skin, and then you're like looking at, what do I want my foundation to be? What do you want it to be? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel excited? What makes you feel safe and secure? Those are important questions. We also have Virgo. This is literally redefining that foundation, redefining a new routine for yourself, healing. This hugely deals with healing. It's interesting, we have the same heart on both of these. That's very interesting. So this deals with hugely about healing the heart. So I think that a huge reason why you guys have a hard time moving forward is that we haven't healed our heart from our past adversity. And we might have fears about moving into the future and having the same thing being ripped from us, or not being successful, or all that jazz standing in the way. We need to shed that old skin, make a whole new self for ourselves, and realize that failure is never an option. Failure doesn't even exist, because if you keep trying for something, there is no failure. It's just obstacle at that point. So sure, there's gonna be obstacles to get over, but as long as you don't give up, you'll never fail, okay? So there's a big life secret for you guys right there. So with that being said, let's go into our next few cards. So pile number 5, what you guys need to know right now. Let's talk about it. This one wants to come out. We have surrender. Just let it go, baby. Surrender to it, okay? Accept the current situation. Surrender to it. Huge advice. Let's talk about these next ones coming up. We have balance. Getting back into balance, my love. I think that you guys have been living like one-sided for a little while. We need to find balance. We need to get up more. We need to start shedding the old skin and welcoming in the new, okay? We have passion, finding what you're passionate about and saying no, and also not worrying, not fearing rejection. We cannot fear rejection. Rejection's just an obstacle, okay? It's just an obstacle. If we get rejected from the job that we want, it doesn't mean that we cannot get that job ever again. We can probably still find a job that's like it, that better suits us, okay? So we can't fear this. We can't fear failure. We have to surrender to it. And then if you have passion and you have willpower, you'll never fail, because as long as you keep trying, then it becomes just an obstacle that you guys had to get over. Okay, so with that being said, let's go on to our next cards. Okay, my loves, let's see what else we get. So pile number 5, what you guys need to know right now. Your path, it fits so well. So dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. I'm going to read that one more time for you guys, because that's powerful for you guys. That fits in so well. So dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So your fears and illusions will only let you see so far, because you'll be like, oh, well, I'm not worthy of this, and like I'll probably run into this, and this is probably going to happen. There is a path that exceeds beyond that. Even if you fail at something because something didn't work out, it's not a failure. If you keep moving forward and you keep, on your path, and you keep your goal in mind and you keep chasing it, then all of a sudden you attain it, and that was just an obstacle at the end of the day. So it all is perspective, okay, my love? Let's get one more card here for you guys with this deck. Inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. I'm going to read that again for you guys. That was so powerful. That fits with you guys so well. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. It just takes courage and it takes willpower, okay? Our willpower to do it, even in the face of adversity, things like that, even in the face of obstacles. If you guys just keep going for it, you keep having that willpower, you keep that in mind, you're going to get there, okay, my love? We also have the third eye chakra coming up, intuition. Intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light. Okay, so let's see what else we get. So pile 5. We also have all chakras right now, so embrace the balance between earth and spirit. So adding in a bit more spiritualness into your very practical approach in life. Okay, pile 5. Maybe you already do that. We also have it, destiny. Follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. They literally, this is talking about hugely about just following your intuition. Then we have fertility. Let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. So just keep creating, okay? Keep creating, and that will grow as long as you continue to create. You know, even if you reach a drought, as long as you just continue to move forward, water will come again. You will be able to still grow even when you reach stagnation, certain obstacles in your way. As long as you just keep moving and you keep your goal in mind, brighter days will come again, and you will be able to continue moving forward, and you will eventually reach your destination, okay? Your tree will eventually bear the fruit that you are trying to grow, unless you throw it away. Don't throw it away, okay? So don't throw away your dreams. This is a metaphor. Do not throw away your dreams, baby. They will keep growing if you just have faith and you don't throw away the tree, okay? All right, so there's my metaphor for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, pile number 5. Hope it resonated for you guys. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. And if so, I'll see you guys in my next one.